This is Fernando Duran, and I will make the presentation about the DP and CP programs. I would like at the beginning, Rick, give you some explanation, some context about this, because when I was reading the instructions of this activity, I thought it could be interesting instead of creating a new presentation, share with you and maybe with my classmates the presentations and the thoughts we use actually with our students and parents, because I work for a university, a private university in Mexico, in the city of Puebla, that also has a system of 10 different high schools. I am principal of in one of those high schools, and we were authorized in 2010 to teach the DP, and then in 2013 we were authorized to teach the CP as well. So actually, one part of my job is to take care of the programs and to share with students and their families the information about this program. So that is why this presentation is in Spanish, but I want to share with you this, and if you consider it is better, I can change the presentation, make a new one, translate it, and to make it according to the class instructions. Okay, but I would like to share with you this before. Okay, at the very beginning, I always shared about with the families and the students about the IB philosophy, because it is very interesting. It is important to make them understand what is the international education about. In Mexico, this is quite difficult, because when they hear international, they immediately think about bilingual. We are actually a bilingual school. We teach courses in both languages, Spanish and English, but this is more deeper approach, right? The international education. So we share with them what is this about, the IB mission statement, this ideal to create a better and more peaceful world through education. And then we explain the students and their families how the IB works, and the objective of this part of the presentation is to make them feel they are a part of something bigger than our schools, because they actually are. For example, we explained that the IB has four different programs for the ages between 3 and 19. Then there are more than 4,000 schools teaching some of the IB programs around the world, more than 1 million students taking some of the programs. And in Mexico, there are only 71 IB world schools teaching the PD, and only 5 schools teaching the CP. This is actually really interesting, because my school, UPAEP Santiago, it is the name of my school, UPAEP Santiago, um, we were the first school authorized to teach the CP in Spanish all over the world. So it is very important. A couple hours ago, I was speaking with the IB staff, because I am in San Diego, California, in the global IB conference. And it was really interesting to hear that besides Mexico, there are only 2 or 3 schools authorized to teach the CP in Latin America. So it is a great opportunity for the IB to improve, or to spread the CP in this region. Well, the objective here is to make the students understand this is important for us, and how many opportunities they may have if they take any of these programs. At the very beginning, we have to present the Ivy learner profile, because this is all about, right, the international education can be resuming this learner profile. This is not only about very demanding content and resources and research. It is more about to develop these skills on students, these attributes to make them inquirers and caring and balanced and open-minded students. And also, as it can be seen in the image, the IB learner profile is not only about the students but also parents and teachers. So we try to share with them this sense of community in the IB education. In this diagram, we try to explain them how the IB works together with our national program. High school lasts 3 years in Mexico. So in the first year, we prepare the students to take the IB from second year. Okay, so that is why in first year they have regular national courses. Then we explain them the difference between the VP and the CP program. One disadvantage we still have in our schools is that the students cannot choose between different IB courses. Right now, we ask them to take 6 specific courses such as English B, literature in Spanish, business and management, environmental systems and society, history, so they can't choose yet the courses. And then we explain the core elements of both DP and CP programs. Okay, in the following slides, it is better explained. And then we let them know that beside the both international programs, they will be taking regular courses, national courses. Um, we explain them, as I was saying, the 6 different courses we have offered to them, and also the 3 core elements: theory of knowledge, extended essay, and creativity, activity, and service. We are really committed with this CAS project and the core elements, and also some reasons to choose the DP. We try to get them engaged in the program so they decide to take it. And then we explain the differences between the DP and the CP, even when it is required to take at least 2 DP courses. We actually ask them to take 3 courses. We teach in the IB level English B, business and management, and mathematical studies. And also we explain them the 4 elements of the core: reflective project, language development, personal and professional skills, and service learning, and how they are related to the DP courses. We explain them also the difference between internal and external evaluation, and this is important because students in Mexico are not really used to the concept of an external evaluation, either national or international. So it is interesting for them to understand that they will be evaluated by any international evaluator that the IB assigned. So it is interesting for them. As I was saying, the information about the internal and external evaluation on both the courses and the core elements. The same thing for the CP. And this is interesting. At the very beginning of the CP in my school, we developed only one career-related program. It was design and manufacturing. And nowadays, we have developed 5 different career-related programs. So as you can see in the slide, we have health coach, entrepreneurship, community manager, prototyping, and direction and management of the cultural environment. Let me explain this in some depth. About the health coach, it is interesting how we address the health uh, area with this career related program. For example, right here, students get used to topics such as nutrition, healthy habits, stress control, sports, happiness, wellness. So it is a really demanding program in our schools. Yeah. And then we explain the six different courses they take regarding this program: nutrition, health coach, and so on. Then the second one is entrepreneurship. It is related to the business world. We teach them a specific methodology, design thinking. They have to elaborate business plans, innovation courses, prototyping courses. The third one is community manager. This important position in every company right now, devoted to design and create commercial campaigns with digital resources. So they take courses such as um, apps and digital services, curation and the spread of content, and so on. The fourth one is prototype and more related to engineering topics. So they take classes such as technology innovation, prototyping, design assisted by computer, uh, concurrent engineering, and the last one is in direction and management and cultural management. It is related to humanities. They take subjects related to how to found the cultural projects, the relationship between arts and all the humanities, history, and so on. So um, after that, we explain also 10 different reasons to choose the CP, and then some selection criteria we have for both the diploma program and the career related program. For example, English proficiency is one of the topics we need, and then how much it costs for the students to take the certification, because in Mexico, as you can imagine, it is quite expensive. So that is why we have to explain this in depth to both families and students, and some university recognitions the DP has all over the world, with the top 10 universities such as Oxford, Berkeley, Stanford, MIT, Harvard, Cambridge. So, and some benefits they can get in our particular university. So it is quite interesting, and also some scholarships they can get. As you can see, I try to share with you here some of my thoughts that I used to share the IB programs to among my community with my students and my teachers. But please let me know if this is enough, if this is what you're expecting. Maybe I have to create a new one, again translated to into English. I have no problem with that. Just please let me know. As you can see, I am really used to the programs. I am not that used with the MYP or the PYP, but with the DP and CP, I am very engaged. Actually, I really like the programs. And okay, please let me know if this is what you are expecting. I am looking forward to hear your comments to improve my presentation. Thank you so much, Rick. Nutrition, and so on. The second one is entrepreneurship. It is related to the business world. We teach a specific methodology called design thinking to create new entrepreneurship programs, and then they have to build a business plan, and they are prepared in decision making and management of problems. As you can see here, they have also six different courses in this program: innovation, business plan, prototyping, commercial strategy. The third program is community manager. This important